Every year during the month of January, the Masters community gathers together to commemorate the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and celebrate Black history. This year, the MLK Day events were delayed due to COVID cases arising and health guidances that the DEI department received, and took place on Friday, February 18th. The celebration hosted events ranging from watching and discussing the film A Road to Justice to upper school-led workshops and even a preliminary debate on the legalization of illegal drugs in the United States. Silas Douglas, Associate Director of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, is ecstatic to have brought back the event in person, even if it was a little late.
I think my favorite part about celebrating MLK Day at Masters was the opportunity to spend the full day talking about difference and why connecting across difference is important. And we got an opportunity to do that in a number of different ways.
This year's theme for the event was Beloved Community, Building Bridges Across Difference, inspired by Dr. King's vision for communities to embrace justice, love, and equality. The day started with all students being gathered in the Fonseca Center with performances like Lift Every Voice and Sing, the Black National Anthem that was sung by Sage Weinstock, a dance performance from Muse, and a series of songs from the Justice Choir, and more. There were also featured speakers at this event. Amy Bass, professor of sports studies at Manhattanville College and author of One Goal, and Andre Robert Lee, the filmmaker of The Road to Justice. In the afternoon, students attended mostly student-led workshops discussing topics such as race, gender, culture, and sexual orientation. Junior Demi Oni attended the History and Politics of Black Hair workshop led by Dr. Roland Davis.
We talked mostly about the stigma around, black hair, like what goes around it, lots of stereotypes people have, and also the struggles lots of black people have faced with having black hair, like many incidents. It's something to be proud of, to have black hair. You should make sure not to make the stereotypes affect you, and just, be proud of your hair, your heritage, whatever your hair means to you, it's yours to do whatever you want with it. So, yeah.
Student Tommy O'Grady attended the Restorative Justice and Abolition session led by Sophia Van Beek. He talked a little bit about what he learned.
It has been very useful, and I learned a lot. We talked about how unjust the justice system is, and how we spend $80 billion on prison every year, and still 25% of the world's prison, like people in prison, comes from the U.S. So it makes you wonder, is the justice system really working?
Many students not only found the day extremely interesting, but also very important as Masters continues to work to teach Black history.
I'm definitely really grateful that Masters, takes the time to put a whole day aside to celebrate Martin Luther King and also just, Black history, make sure people understand lots of the importance around Black history and also just Martin Luther King as well, so, yeah. One
of the things that I've learned in being at Masters is any kind of production like this is really a community-wide event, and there are so many hands that were pushing the day through the finish line. There was no way that our office was able to do any of it without all of the hands that worked to contribute and support the day coming through.
This has been Carol K. Ross and Hannah Schijano for TBN at the Masters School.